Shalom, shalom, shalom to the hopeful elect of Israel. I want to start off and give all honors and infinite praises to YAHAWAH, BaHaShem, YAHAWASHI, BaHaShem, Rekak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GreatMillstone who have taught us his truth and who rule well. Peace and safety and salutations out there to you sincere and you hopeful elect, scattered abroad across the four winds of this earth. Around me, a fellow servant, Malakia. Coming in with a let's say a news and prophecy. This is just gonna be a quick lesson going into the cashless society that we are quickly approaching. Okay, I got a news article right here. Shared from one of the brothers. I believe it came out a couple days ago. And today's what? May the 1st, 2024. But it says this is from the LeoHoman.com. Okay, and you got a lot of these other different Christians. They even see some of these things that's going on. Okay, these so-called Edomite Christians. All right, but they can also see that the MOTB is getting closer and closer and nearer. But meanwhile, you got Jake out here still trying to chase the fucking bag, man. It's not gonna matter real soon. The money is not gonna matter. Okay, and this came right on time. And I was looking at the elder brother video, Mayum. His video, I believe he named it. They will lose in that time or in this time. All right, and he was going into it. You know how you see the people they're making it into this society. They're doing little of work to basically to attain a lot of riches quickly. And for us not to fret ourselves because they're gonna lose on this side, even though they think that they're making it. They're clearly that they're already. Cluelessly, they already are losing. They already lost. All right, because they don't even have the names of YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI. They don't even know what's getting ready to come. All right, and this is the prophecy. All right, that was speaking in the book of Revelation, chapter 13. Okay, and these things are gearing up to it. Okay, that you see it right now. It's playing out. All these banks are converging together. Okay, all into one system, and this is where. When it speaks in Revelation 13, how he causes all, both small, great, rich, and poor, to receive mark in their right hand or in their forehead. You go into that word causes that goes into what is it? I think the Greek word is propel. All right, and it goes into a preparedness. Okay, so now Esau is preparing the world for, this system that he's getting ready to implement on the earth. He's conditioning them. He's putting it in the news and the TVs. He's getting people, like I said, by the way of gradualism. By the ways of the new key fobs to enter into your place. Using different ways that you can use your cars on your phone. He is getting the people groomed up for it. Okay, because when he be able to implement it, it's going to be like, first nature to them. Okay, so let's get it. This the book, let's get it. It's the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it. Because it will surely come, it will not tarry. Okay, so the vision that was spoken from the prophets from aforetime, okay, they've been telling us, okay, especially John the Revelator, he has been telling us about this prophecy, okay, and it's happening before our eyes. We're seeing it gear up to the point, okay, of Revelation 13, okay. The vision, it was for an appointed time, but now it is speaking. It's right in our face. So this is from the LeoHoman.com. It says cashless society. It says new report, over 98% of the world's central banks. That's a lot. 98%. It says over 98% of the world's central banks gearing up for a new system of programmable, trackable digital cash, and 24 nations will have live CBDCs by 2030. Okay? Goes into that Agenda 2030. But, hey, we're not going to see 2030, man. Lord willing, we don't. Okay? Because obviously you can see that it's gearing up and things are speeding up. And it's going to be one thing that's going to have a catalyst to bring and usher in the MOTB. Alright? It says all this despite almost zero coverage in the mainstream corporate media to date. You know? They're not talking about it. Okay? But it says most of which still refers to a fully digitized monetary system as a conspiracy theory. They're making the people to believe that it can't really happen unto you. This is why you see Jake and all the rest of these other different heathens, they all worrying about the cash. They worrying about the bag. They worrying about how to keep making money. But it's all getting ready to end. It says the era of cash is nearing its end. And with it will come the end of privacy. This is where Esau is getting ready to clamp down on everything, all your purchases. Okay? He's going to be able to track you. Alright? Track your movements. All dealing with what? Alright? This monetary system he's about to in place. The World Economic Forum claims in a new report that 98% of the world's central banks have agreed to implement the globalist long-awaited dream of a cashless society. This is what they've been waiting on. Okay? This the scriptures talk about in the book of 2 Thessalonians. Oh man, how does it go? The iniquity. Let me just get it right quick. Let's get it right here. It's the book of 2 Thessalonians 2. Alright, let's get it. The mystery. Alright, it's the book of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 7. It says, for the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. Okay? So he has already been working. Esau Edom. This is the mystery. Who's doing this? Okay? But this man, alright, is being revealed in these last days. Verse 8. And then shall that wicked be revealed. You see it in the report. Okay? People have caught on. The globalist long-awaited dream. These elites. Alright? It says, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Okay? And this is leading up into YAHAWASHI, his second return. And before that, okay, that the wicked had to be revealed. And he does that by the way of the prophets. Alright, his men on the highways and hedges. Okay? And them doing the things and the work of forewarning the people, especially the nation of Israel. Okay? About this man, alright, the elites and their wicked agendas. Okay, and what they have in place. All their different executive orders. Okay, all their different plans they have in place. Okay, these things are being revealed right along with Esau. Okay, so it says most central banks such as the U.S. Federal Reserve are quasi-government institutions owned privately by billionaire bankers. The WEF is not the first to reveal the plans of the globalist elite, which have been preparing for years to eliminate paper fiat currencies. They talk about it every year in their WEF forums. But this latest report indicates the grand plan is now very close. Is now very close to being realized, perhaps just awaiting a triggering event. And I was telling you about it earlier, going into a catalyst. And the thing that's going to bring in this catalyst is going to be a black swan event. Okay? So it says a black swan event of some type before making the switch to digital cash. Okay, you had, this is a couple years ago, I believe his name, Carl Schwab. he was going into what would the world do in a case of a cyber attack, and when it does happen, okay, it said he said that what it will bring the world to a complete halt, meaning everything is going to stop. Okay, and this is going to be another form of a way that he's going to institutionalize this this new monetary system. It says, as first report by Slay News, the latest revelation was made in an 83-page white paper from the WEF, which declares the nations around the world will soon be ready to adopt a central bank digital currency, or CBDC, in place of traditional money. So they're getting ready to wipe it out. Okay? They're telling you that, what, 24 countries? 24 nations, all right, will have live CBDCs by the year 2030. Okay? So things are speeding up, and you still got Jake out here. Oh, let's play this quick video. And I was just talking about a cyber attack. Let's read it. Let's play it.
I think we all need to be worried about it. I can certainly say at Schwab, we take this very seriously in terms of what we're doing inside our own organization and with our systems, as I'm sure every other financial institution is. But I think I have no greater ability than anybody else to speculate on if it happens and when and how big it is. But I think there's a couple of factors to consider. To the point made by the guest this morning, whose soundbite we just heard, it does represent potentially something systemic that really kind of moves into the entire global financial system. But maybe just as important would be what it would do to psychology. And if you think back to 2008, yes, there were plenty of fundamental and bubble-bursting reasons why we had the carnage that we did, why the market went down as much as it did, why the recession was as ugly as it was. But a lot of it was pure fear on the part of businesses and consumers and investors. And that can feed on itself too. And versus something, say, like a natural disaster that isn't necessarily going to instill that pervasive fear, I think a cyber attack would.
You know, Michael, to some degree, we all get lulled into a false sense of security about all of this because there are plenty of security services out there that are designed, or their mission is to prevent this from happening, but then it happens. So, you know, are we really that safe from that kind of an attack?
No, Bill, but we never really are, and we haven't been for the past few years. When I think back to 2007, you know, we were talking about subprime, and we were saying, all right, we understand how subprime could be a threat. We didn't know that the banks were levered 40 to 1. Most of us didn't know. We didn't know that there were $2 billion, $3 billion of off-balance sheet SIVs. I didn't know what a SIV was, Phil, until all of a sudden you're sitting at your desk in the fall with the market dropping and overnight funds not trading, trying to say, now, what is it, and what did it just do, and how? So my point here is, I actually think the earlier guest was a bit of an optimist by saying that this is the one remaining threat. It's not the one. We've got North Korea, we've got Iran, we've got a nuke that could go, and cybersecurity is big. But we have to, I think, look at the fundamentals underlying the economy and where we are. And, you know, it's been a long time since we had a recession. Something rather unexpected over the next few years will likely trigger another one. Investors shouldn't be surprised, but we will be.
Yeah.
You see, damn devils, man. They already know. And they're telling you. Okay? They're definitely telling you. I was getting ready to watch that one. Okay. Oh, yeah, because it's 2 o'clock. I believe at 2 o'clock they had to, they talk about it. You know, because, you know, I look at the charts. I look at, you know, trading and things in that nature. And right now will be the worst time for you to even try to trade right now, because when Jerome Powell, when he comes in and he makes a speech usually, or a different type of news, and it talks about currencies, the market it just fluctuates. You know, it's not a time. All right, but it's gonna get a time to where all of that's gonna crash down. Okay, and a whole new system is getting ready to be in place. Okay, it says right here at the end of this video, it says the end of fiat paper currency has been hinted at for many years, with perhaps the most clear indication coming from economist Dr. Pippa Malmgren in March 2022, when she addressed the World Government's Summit and said, and I remember this one, All right, but let me go ahead and just read this piece. It says, and I'll just read this one. And I'll say this boldly, we're about to abandon the traditional system of money and accounting. Also going in with the stock market, the different banks and institutions and how they have it so. And introduce a new one. And the new accounting is what we call blockchain. Okay? When you do like me, like when you go and you try to do trading and things like that, in order for you to really make different transfers now, it's off through a blockchain. Okay? You're trading out the Bitcoin, your Ethereum, or some other type of currency on there, and they tell you that you have to, and it's instantly. It's instantly when you use it. Okay? You have to wait till it passes and get confirmed over the blockchain, and you got your money instantly. But whereas when you do it with the banks, it'll take a 1 to 2 days, sometimes 5-day wire transfer, okay? And you have the way you can use it with debit cards, but it's all this is getting ready to be obsolete, and everything is getting ready to be put onto the blockchain. Esau has already been working on this for years. It says it means digital. It means having an almost perfect record of every single transaction that happens in the economy. Okay? You don't have to write nothing to your banks or anything when you're using the blockchain. It's straight from one address to another address, and it's in an instant, and it's tracked. Okay? It says which will give us a far greater clarity over what's going on, because they're trying to track everybody. This is leading up to the MOTB, man. Okay? Definitely leading up. So now they're getting ready to usher in the CBDCs, and it's all leading up to it. Revelation 13. Okay? I don't even know why I got these scriptures up for. Probably from my last lesson. Let me get one more and we get ready to close out. This is the book of Luke, chapter 21. Starting at verse 34. It says, and take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and cares of this life, and so that day come upon you unawares. Alright, so take heed to yourself, how you're walking, okay, how you're governing yourself, alright, in the midst of this current and evil world, age that we're living in. Don't let your heart be so consumed in the things of this world, man. All that partying, all the going out and trying to have fun, you know, overindulgence. All this is a part of the surfeiting. You're being overcharged with the abundance of these different things that you can accumulate while everything is going good. The drunkenness and the cares of this life, all this stuff is going to take you away from your position at looking at what's truly going on in the world. Because right now, they getting ready to plan to crash this real soon. They keep putting it into the news about a cyber attack. They talked about it, 3, 4, 5 years ago at their WEF forums. They've been talking about black swan events. So, and then lately in the news, how different markets have been getting attacked by cyber attacks. Okay, you just had a couple of weeks ago with the 911. You got YouTube messing up. You got the different internet connections going down. So sooner or later, it says, for as a snare shall it come on all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth. That black swan event. Okay, it's near. It's very, very near at the door. You know, everybody out here trying to catch the bag and get a bunch of money and think they living good, but it's all about to cease real soon, because they're gearing up for this new system that's going to be programmable, trackable, and a digital cash asset. And most of these nations, or a lot of these nations, have already got their infrastructure set up for these CBDCs, and it's all centrally owned by these central banks, the world central banks, who are owned by who? The elites. Okay, so sooner then later we're getting ready to see the prophecy of Revelation 13 come to pass. And a lot of people going to be looking real stupid, all right, that said that the MOTB was not, okay, this CHIP, okay? But hey, we'll see, okay? The Lord showed us, the Lord showed the prophets, all right? And the prophets are showing you through the news, the media, the news articles, you know, everything is being set in front of your place. I mean, in front of your face. So you got to believe on what the prophets say, and believe on what, and you believe that YAHAWASHI have sent them to give you the forewarning, or not, or believe the other different Israelite groups out there. Okay, but that day is gonna catch you unaware. Okay, like a thief in the night. All right. So, hey, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to you, Akim and Akwatim. I want to give all honors and infinite praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, YAHAWASHI, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who have taught us His truth and who rule well. Peace and safety and salutations out there to you sincere and you hopeful elect, scattered abroad across the four winds of this earth. Around me, a fellow servant, Malak.